So tonight we're going to go somewhere different, somewhere deeper. And I want to warn you right up front, it might get uncomfortable. Ugh, it might even get painful. But I promise you this, on the other side of this is something bigger than you've been living for. I've been listening to this crazy song on repeat, and it's called All My Blessings. And it's by Tommy Prophet. And if you would hear it, you'd be like, ugh, what is that? But I heard this singer on Facebook that I liked, and somehow this song popped up and it caught my eye because it said all my blessings, right? But there's this line in it that absolutely shredded me the first time I heard it. And it just said, I enjoy all my highs, but I get strength from my lows. And I want you to think about that. All the good things in your life, the wedding, the weddings, the new babies, the vacations, the skinny days when your jeans fit, those didn't make you stronger. But what made you stronger, ladies? The lows, the heartbreak, the scale that didn't move, the nights you cried in your car because you didn't even know who you were anymore. Those days made you stronger. They made me stronger. The days that I felt like sometimes were just going to end me, to be really honest, that were the end of me, that all of my dreams were just dead, gone. Those days, I'd never find love again. All of those things. I'd never be fit. I'd never lose the weight. And I'm going to be really raw with you because I don't talk about this all the time because it still punches me right in the gut. But when I walked away from my marriage of 31 years, I had nothing. I don't talk about it all the time, but you guys have probably heard some of it. I left my home, I left my furniture, I left my money, I left everything that defined me. And I remember sitting on this mattress on the floor one time with nothing but me and my broken little old self. And guess what? That moment right there in time, ladies, that was my biggest blessing because that forced me to rebuild piece by piece and muscle by muscle and thought by thought. Now I want to flip this on you, right? I want you to think about it. Where are you sitting on your mattress right now? Where are you stuck? Are you stuck in a marriage that feels empty? Are you stuck in a body that feels foreign, in fear of aging or of losing yourself, of what people might say about you? Because we all have mattresses. We all have them. And here's the brutal truth. Most women never get off of it. Did you hear me? Most women never get off and out of that place. They stay stuck. They're half in, they're half out. They're just convincing themselves it's just age or it's selfish to want more. And that's the killer of every dream that we have. It really is. And today, sorry, I want to be the friend who says the thing that nobody else will say to you. And this is the truth. And this hit me today. You are running out of time. And that's not to scare you, but to make you realize how precious every single stinking day is. Every day. How many more summers are we going to sit on the sidelines in long pants? Seriously, hear me. How many days are we going to sit on the sidelines in long pants and long sleeves in the summertime? How many more weddings are you going to watch from your chair because you're too tired to dance? Seriously, come on. How many mornings are you going to wake up and feel disappointed in yourself or your life even before you brush your teeth? And I want you to think about this. Tina Turner, she escaped a violent marriage at age 44. She did. She reinvented herself. She toured the world in a miniskirt at age 50. She sold out stadiums at age 60, ladies. Whoa. Think of that woman on stage. She had been beat down. She had basically everything taken from her by her husband. That was awful. She walked away and she started her entire life over and was selling out stadiums in her 60s wearing a miniskirt and had the best legs I've ever seen. She had great legs. Jane Fonda, 80s. Listen, she was still filming workouts, still protesting and still living. She's just on top of it. Oprah, whether you like her or not, she battled her weight publicly for decades. And she never stopped showing up on the stage. Never. At her biggest, at her leanest, she showed up. So why are we telling ourselves it's too late? There's blessings in the hard. The song says, bring on all my blessings. And ladies, that means the hard stuff too. The nights you didn't sleep, the days your hormones made you feel insane. The scale that stayed stuck, the kids that didn't call us. Oh my gosh. And the fights that just completely ripped our hearts out. See, that's where our strength comes from. That's where the next level is built. It is. Where all those impurities, I like to talk about that scripture that the Bible says, gold is refined in a fire. That means all the impurities in that gold. We want to live our best lives and be our best self. You know where that happens? Getting all the crap and making us stronger and better happens in the hard times. It's like that gold in the fire, burning out all the impurities until it's just beautiful. That's what the hard times do if we take them and make something good out of them. Now we can sit right there in the fire and just say we're nothing until there's nothing left. Or we can let the hard times purify us, strengthen us, and make us better. And I know this sounds crazy, and I never ask you guys to do this, but I want you to just close your eyes. Everybody, close your eyes. I want to take you somewhere. All right. Just if you're driving, Michelle, do not close your eyes. Please. But I want you to, no matter where you are in life, I want you to imagine yourself 5 years from today, 5 years older. And if you keep doing exactly what you're doing now, the same food, the same excuses, the same fears, the same hiding, what does she look like? Is she still alive? How's her health? Is she taking blood pressure medicine? Is she on insulin shots? Is she even still here? But now I want you to wipe that out. And I want you to picture the version of you who finally decided to go all in, who stopped half-assing her life, who started living with purpose, who started lifting heavy, who started eating their food to heal their body and not to punish themselves, who started speaking kindly to herself. What does she look like in 5 years? What does she look like in 5 years? The pain of regret, ladies, is worse than any stinking diet. I've talked to women in their 70s who said, I wish I'd started when I was your age. See, regret is the heaviest weight you'll ever carry. Heavier than any dumbbell, heavier than your extra 40 pounds that you put on. It is heavier. Regret is the heaviest thing that you will ever carry. That regret is what I saw in that vision of myself that changed my life. I saw myself in a vision somehow. It was partly alcohol, but I saw it and it changed my life. I saw myself in my last days, in my last minutes, dying in a nursing home somewhere. It was a dark room in a nursing home, and I was laying on a bed, and I had all these regrets. Regrets is the heaviest thing we can carry out of here. And here's the thing, no matter what your age is right now, we all have hopefully years left. We're still young enough right now to do something about it. And your body, this is why it's important at Bod Babes, because your body is your greatest asset. Your body's not your enemy. It's not the problem. It's the greatest asset you have. It's not your car. It's not your 401k. It's not your bank account. It's not your home. It's not your house. It's not your career. Because without your body, you can't live out any of your dreams, none of them. So stop treating your body and your health like it's an afterthought. And you know what line from that song drives it home to me? It says, I can't lose because I won't quit. And that's it. That is the secret. It's not about being perfect, and it's not about losing 30 pounds by next month. It's about never quitting. Because if you keep going, you literally cannot lose. Honestly, if the scale doesn't move right now, and even if you feel like you're not failing, if you keep showing up, you are winning. Did I say that right? Even if you feel like you are failing, listen to me. If the scale doesn't move right now, and even if you feel like you are failing, if you just keep showing up, keep moving forward, one step at a time, you're winning. Did you know that? Don't sit on that mattress and stop. Right now, I just want you to think about one blessing you're claiming, even if it's messy and even if it's hard. I want you to think about that. What is that one blessing, that one promise that you're going to make to yourself? Because ladies, when you say that out loud, it can become real. It really can. Here's the thing. For me, the reason I fight so hard and I fight for you so hard is because I know what it's like to give up on yourself. I did it. To be so deep in a hole that you cannot see your way out. I've been there. And to think that your best years are behind you, I did that too. I thought that was it. But I also know what it's like to rebuild your life, to just rebuild your body, to fall in love with taking care of you, to fall in love with things like lifting and eating healthy, and to get stronger in your 50s, stronger than I was in my 20s. I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to look in the mirror and say, hey, nobody gave this to me. I freaking earned it. It was tough. It was hard. This is going to the gym when I did not want to go. This is eating the food, even when I thought others would mock me and make fun of me. Oh my God, you're eating that. Why are you eating that? I've heard that before. Because I damn well want to eat that. That's why. Because I got goals. It's called self-respect. Am I still going to eat some ice cream every now and then? Yeah. But I got goals. See, you're not just, ladies, are you just doing this to put on some skinny jeans? I don't think so. I don't think so. Some skinny jeans is what's making y'all show up here every week. I just wear them one pair of skinny jeans. I'll be, all my wildest dreams will come true. No, it's to chase your grandkids. It's to be able to play with them, to travel with your husband without worrying that your knees are going to give out on you when you're walking on the beach. Come on. It's to dance at your grandchildren's wedding or your children's wedding. It's to sit cross-legged on the floor even without groaning and be able to get yourself up off the floor at age 70 and 80 and 90. to live your life without fear of what other people say, without fear of what other people think, because that's what we're building at Bod Babes, and that's the blessing. That is your blessing, living out your days, being proud of yourself, that you've accomplished something. Even if your husband thinks you're crazy, I had one of those. I got rid of him. Bring on all my blessings. Even if they think you're a weirdo, my mom's at the gym. Did you know she's 60 something years old? She's acting like she's 20. Bring on all my blessings. Bring them on. Bring them on. We're different. This different is so good. Oh my God, it's good. Bring on all my blessings. Bring them on, because they are blessings. And we're ready. We're ready for the good. We're ready for the bad. We're ready for the hard. We're ready for the beautiful, because that's where our power lives, ladies. I love what I do so much, and I love you so much. And I see you clearly because I've sat where you are. I've sat right there. And I promise you this, if you don't quit on yourself, everything will change. Some of us feel like, well, this is just the end of my life. Maybe it's the start of the rest of your life. Maybe it's the start of the rest of your life. Darn, if I would have kept on the path I started out on, I would be a freaking mess. So who says you can't start over when you're 50 or 60 or 70? Who says? You can. You can change your life. You can change your body. This is the start of the rest of your life. And we're here at Bod Babes, and we're going to do it together. And that's why we're here. We need each other. That's what this is about. All your blessings, even in the hard times, let them make you stronger. Let them make you better. Don't sit on that mattress and quit and give up. Get up off that floor and rebuild your life. Rebuild your body. Fight for yourself. Believe that there is something better for you. You know, I've got a client. She's on here tonight. I see her little name here on the side. She said she has type 2 diabetes, and her blood sugar has never been better than it is more stable than it is right now. She's been on here about 6 or so weeks. Changing her life, ladies. Changing her life. Oh my gosh. We have one of the other ladies went rock climbing. Did you guys see her pictures? Oh my gosh. In the group, accountability group, Virginia, rock climbing and on some ropes or something. I'm like, holy crap. And her arms are so fit. She lost 75, I think 70, 75 pounds. She is so fit. Oh my God. How amazing is that? Amazing. It's awesome. So we're not too late. And maybe you're a late bloomer, and there's nothing wrong with that even. If you just feel like, oh, I'm a late bloomer, good. Bloom. Become your most beautiful self. Don't let age stop you. Don't let people stop you. Don't let you stop you. Fight for you. Believe in you. You can do it. I believe in you. I love you, ladies. I hope you have a good night. And I want you to write below. I'm going to put this video in the accountability group. And I want you to write something that you're fighting for yourself, that you're not going to give up on yourself. It doesn't have to be a book. Doesn't have to be 5 paragraphs unless you want to, but just something that you're believing in yourself for. that you're not going to quit on yourself, that you're going to fight for yourself. And even when you see negative things, that you're going to use them to strengthen yourself, not to quit, not to give up, not as your excuse to quit, that it's too hard, but that's your reason to fight. I'm not going to be that person that sits there and gives up. I'm going to fight, I'm going to push, and I'm going to believe. It's not too late. Everything can change if you don't quit on yourself. I love you, ladies. Have a good night. Thank you for joining me.